Oh, oh shit.
All right,
There we go. Yeah.
we're on.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing
Ladies
looks
and
like we're
gentlemen, we have a very special guest today, a new freaking people. It is the one and only
me.
Bryden Proctor. Bryden. Hey, how's it going, my man? Welcome to the Playhouse on Power
Mm.
92 Radio.
Nope. Hate that. Hate that immediately. Yeah, I don't like that. Put the kibosh on that one. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
It's
Fucking
I
awful.
I
Sorry.
mean, it would be good if we just did that whole voice all the whole time. How would that be good? That like nothing but stellar stuff going on. What if we just did impersonations? Now let's go ahead and check out the traffic. Holy shit! It looks like there is another fire on the I-4. Black people are going crazy, real mad still about the George Floyd thing.
It's only
Yeah.
been 10 years since Derek Chauvin obviously killed somebody, and they still go nuts over there. Yeah, looting and
I like that we.
looting on
I
the
love
eights.
that we are. I like that we are in the year 2031. I mean, you just threw that on me, but hey, I have some improv chops, so I'm going to go yes and on that. How's the vaccine working out for you? Personally, the Bell's palsy, not that big of a deal for me, but, my left arm did fall off where I got my 14th booster.
Yeah, I mean, this has all been predicated. It was a long time ago, a Saturday Night Live skit where a Russian guy ripped his arms off, and that's like a daily occurrence now. Clown
That
world.
was apparently. Do you remember that book that they banned a couple years ago? The Bible.
Oh man,
Pretty
wait,
weird, but I'm not too worried about it.
we can't have our YouTube channel banned in 2031, so we can't even mention.
Yeah, I don't know how you doing, buddy. Thanks for
Yeah,
having me on, and hi to everybody on my thing. I'm doing a restream thing here. This is the Right Honorable. He runs a YouTube channel. He's a good guy. Known him for a while.
yeah. Bryden Proctor, world famous comic, world's only
Oh,
comic on Twitter, recently back
that's
from
true.
a hiatus. Um,
Like a year and a half. Like a
yeah,
year and a half. I haven't had a Twitter. I'm waiting to get banned again. I tweeted some stupid bullshit today that was like, I don't understand anti-Semitism. Just get over the Jesus thing already. Totally unrelated. 9/11.
yeah,
You know,
I feel it.
I'm just waiting to get banned again, dude.
Yeah, yeah, it's just a matter of time. I got whacked to, fucking what? Maybe, maybe January, February, something like that. I got whacked. It was just waiting. They claimed it was like swearing, I think. Actually, they didn't give me any reason. They, I heard other
Oh,
people
they
claim
don't.
it's like swearing.
Oh, who gives a
So,
shit?
fucking,
Yeah, it no. Like everything is just like a limited amount of time. Like I'm already talking to Matt, on Terrace about like when are we just gonna start our own fucking streaming service at this point to where I guess I'll just stream from the Terror House website to fucking nobody.
yeah.
But like I mean they're forcing me to have to go back into bars, dude. I'm gonna have to go to shitty bars and be like, hey, what's the deal with fucking 9/11?
What's the deal with
Like
airline food in 9/11? What?
what's the deal with airline terrorists? Like, it's it is what it is. I mean, you're never gonna force me out of making stuff. Is the thing. Like, if I have to sit in my room and just make paintings, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
You're never gonna force me out of it entirely, out of making stuff. You can't force somebody out of making stuff. You can just severely limit their financial fucking dreams of like you can make it such a pain in the ass for them to do that. But like I don't care about that. Like I care about being funny and I care about like just saying what's true.
I
But
hear
being
you.
funny about it. So like I what are they can't well, I was gonna say they can't ban me from standing in the middle of the street and saying it, but I'm pretty sure that's a crime as it is. Like
Yeah.
we don't know how bright these homeless people are. They may be able to see into the future. The world is ending. God, what an asshole they looked like, a few years ago. Now I'm like, fuck. See what that guy has to say.
Yeah, I think they've banned that in Australia now. So anyway, have you seen that shit in
I think
Australia?
Australia has. Yeah, I think Australia has banned Australia. They've banned Australians. They're like, no Australians will set foot on Australian soil.
There was some fucking
I,
video where a kid was ripped from his father's arms to get a
what was
vaccine.
that about, though?
I don't know.
But what was that about, though? Yeah, nobody knows. Everybody I've asked about that is like, oh, it's so horrific. I'm like, that does look bad, but do we have any context? Nobody's giving me any context on it. Like, what if that was like, what actually happened was like doctors ripping away a child from a pedophile to get a rape kit. We don't fucking know what happened.
Yeah.
So I'm real, I wait on that type of shit, dude. I'm not going to get out there and say a bunch of shit before I know what the fuck it was. Like, I'm not NBC.
I hear you. It's like, what the fuck? It was just weird though. The guy's going nuts and it's ostensibly his child. And,
Looks bad.
who the fuck knows? It does look bad. But they are going ape shit now in Australia over uh, some of this mandated vaccines. I'm like, what the fuck? Mandated vaccines. Okay, I understand you
Yeah.
get that. If you get a polio vaccine, your children need this to go to school. Oh, I get that. I'm not an anti-vax person per se, but in this situation, but I'm not gonna
Okay,
fight
two
you on it. I tell you what, I'm not gonna fight you on it though. You can take your
two
position.
things. One, my friend in Australia said that it's not as bad in Australia as we think it is. It's really only Melbourne and Sydney that are like that, which isn't great, but like how's that different than like New York and LA here? Like we look at I'm in Florida, and Orlando sucks, but like I look at like, what's happening in New York and it's like, oh my God. And like Virginia just disenrolled a bunch of students unless they're vaccinated, like that whole thing. Uh, I mean, that's terrible, but it's a blue state. I live in, at least for now, a pretty purple state, and it's hopefully going to be red for, quite some time, but who knows? Uh, so I don't know. I mean, we don't really. This is why I'm not so quick to jump on this shit. I used to be, dude. I used to be able to like, look at what's happening, and I'm like, oh, actually, I'm a fucking retard, and I don't know what's happening. Like my buddy in Australia just went to an anti-lockdown protest. Nothing happened. It's Melbourne and Sydney, which are just the mess right now.
So it's just like anywhere else where it's like the city's all fucked up, and then anywhere outside the
Yeah.
city is like normal life.
Yeah, I would imagine that that's whatever their equivalent of Democrats are, the people that run those areas. So, like, dude, I've made mistakes in the past, and I do not want to fucking ever jump on a thing again. I mean, I was right about COVID from the fucking start. March of last year, I said this is fucking bullshit. Like these lockdowns are bullshit. Be careful, be safe. Because like the thing is, like COVID does kill people. It does. So, like it does. It's a real bad thing to get if you're vulnerable to that. But what I say is the Chet Hanks thing, which is like, why are we living our life around you? Like if you can get sick, stay inside. It's not our fucking. It's not me. Okay, it's not my fucking deal. And all I've ever cared about from the beginning was supply chains, the economy, and the government overreach. That's all I said from day one. I was on the weekly sweat. I'm like, you're gonna get it. You're not gonna die probably. We need to fucking really care about like the economic backlash to this. And we haven't even seen the real economic backlash to this. And then we get Biden over here doing all kinds of strange things to make things worse. Like Democratic policies do not typically bode well for the consumer. I'm sorry that I am this heartless, and I've got my look.
Keep going, brother.
Don't tread on me, motherfucker. Don't tread on me. Okay?
Yeah.
I got my I got my fucking gas supply. I look. Don't tread on me. That's what I care about. Is my life convenient? Or am I having to make my life less convenient because of a bunch of fucking assholes? Because you're fat, you're overrunning the emergency rooms. I don't care. I don't go to the hospital, motherfucker. We don't have healthcare in this country. What the fuck? I don't give a shit.
No,
I will just die if I get it.
we have socialized medicine, which is what they're whining about for the last 10 years. Oh my God, if they have socialized medicine, it's over. Well, we already have socialized medicine, so it's over. Okay? So stop
Yeah.
whining about that. And yeah, the ridiculous. The whole thing is just, we had obviously this is way before even the country was there, but there's been the Great Plague. There's been Ebola. There's been all these other different things that have happened throughout history. None of it required you can't go to work. You have to stay in your
Right.
house. Otherwise, we're gonna, shun you. You have to inject an experimental vaccine into your veins. Otherwise, you can't go on the airplane or do X, Y, and Z. The
You're an
overreach is
insane person if you
unbelievable.
think that this is. Yeah, you're insane if you think this is about a virus at this point. Like, look, COVID is potentially scary for people, but not me, and probably not you. Are you a fat piece of shit? Even if you are, guess what? It's not my problem, and you'll probably still be fine. Like,
Yeah.
this healthy 350-pound-year-old, 46-year-old man who smokes cigarettes every day. I can't believe he's on a ventilator. I can't believe he wasn't on one sooner.
Mm.
I mean, in a real country that was serious, he would have been on one sooner. They would have been like, "Sir, you're gonna die of a heart attack any day now. We need to get you into a hospital." But no, instead he just walks around and is like allowed to drive cars and shit. Like the gut of this entire country is retarded.
Yeah.
It's annoying. Like it's truly annoying.
Maybe don't eat McDonald's every day. I don't know.
Or
Maybe
if you
take care of
do,
yourself a little bit.
well, I mean, dude, go eat McDonald's, fine. But then, like, guess what? It's time to run 5 miles because you ate McDonald's.
Hmm.
Like, that's the only way that you can justify it. And I eat like shit. And I'm not a very healthy person. But I'm also not one of those people that's out there going like, "Hey, care about people and my health." And it's what? No, I live and then I die. That's what happens. I don't bother anybody else with it. I live and then I die. It's really irritating. On top of that, you get to be told that you're a bad person. And it's like, yeah, but not for the fucking reasons that you think I am. I'm a bad person because I laugh when people fall down. That's why I'm a prick, okay?
Exactly. I'm an
Not because of,
asshole, but
mass.
we're a
Ugh,
psychopath people on the
God.
internet, but we don't care. We don't want people to die, like you're saying. You're
Oh, I'm
trying to
indifferent.
kill people because you don't wear a mask at the fucking store. And you're in there for 30 seconds. This little piece of
If,
fucking cloth in your fucking head is going to prevent you from dying from this mysterious boogeyman that only the government can stop. Only the government.
but yeah,
Fuck off.
dude, if I thought it was that easy, like, if it was like, just don't wear a mask and everyone around you would die, I would run around, just like a Mario star, like when Mario gets the star, I would just run
Yeah.
around breathing on people. But it's not real, it's not a thing. Like, it is for a certain percentage of the population, a very serious thing for them.
Yeah.
But that's not me. So I don't give a fuck. That's not most people. And even the people that do have a bad time with it, they tend to pull through. And my grandmother is 86. She dies, she dies. All right?
Yeah.
I love her, and I'll be sad. But she dies, she dies.
I hear you, man.
Why do I have to fucking do this bullshit forever? It's dumb. You're like, oh yeah, did you know that 90-year-old people might die of this? Everyone stop the entirety of your life until you're 90 years old. No thanks.
90
I'm not really interested in that.
90
You know what I
people
would
are
do?
like, that's
Drink
enough.
fucking beer.
They're
Yeah,
probably like,
dude.
that's enough. Give me 90. I'll
I
take
mean,
90
seriously.
today. I don't know if I want to live to 90.
Dude, no. Why would you want to? Are you serious? I'm 30. I'm going to be 34 next month. I don't want to live this long. I don't want to live as of even 10 years ago.
Jim Jones.
Like, I would like to have died when I was still like, there was potential and I had dreams. Now I'm just like, fuck. I guess I'll have another Red Bull and vodka and go on the Right Honorable podcast.
Yes, fuck it. Sunday morning. Where the huge audiences are. Because people
Well,
are
I don't
partying.
know. We got 10 whole people over here. Matthias Kane's over here. He's a regular. He's one of the best. Erica's over here. Joe Hawk's over here.
Shout out your boys. Shout out your boys.
Tiberius. I gotta shout out my boys. Come on, man. No, we run a real one over here. It's pretty good. So it's good. Thank you for having me on, and we're doing the restream. Everybody, gotta check out fucking the Right Honorable. The Right Honorable is a guy on YouTube who does not get enough love because he is, I think, probably like black and Jewish. That might have a lot to do with it. But besides that, like, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, perhaps. And white supremacist black Jew, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't attach myself to. I wouldn't attach myself to that one.
My whole channel's gonna get torpedoed because I did a video on Larry Elder yesterday, and I said,
"Dude, Larry Elder rules."
Larry Elder's awesome, and some idiot in the LA Times did a column on her. It was some black woman who did the same.
Yeah.
It's just we don't. It's just you just. I don't even have to. You know what it is. You know what it will be.
Yeah. Larry Elder is the black face of white supremacy. Yeah.
Literally.
Like, that lady should be. Yeah, that's literally what the headline was. Yes, that lady. I didn't know it was a lady, but of course, I thought it was a Jewish woman. But yeah, I didn't know it was a black lady. Yeah, that's retarded. Those words are stupid. Those words in that order are stupid. Be like, actually, the sky is blue, but sometimes. Did you know that the turtles crawl? You're like, what is the thing that you're saying? Like, it's word salad. It's fucking retarded. Larry Elder is not a white supremacist. Larry Elder rules, and white supremacists rule.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand white nationalism, to be honest with you. I'll just go out and say that. I don't get that philosophy. I
get it. It's just unrealistic.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. You can have whatever philosophy you want to have. I fucking talk to people who the so-called white supremacists, so-called white whatever, all the time, and I think we should have freedom in that you could have whatever ideology you want. I just don't think, like you said, it's not practical in a country of 340 million people. You're not going to just say, okay, I'm only having the whites. You guys line up over there. It's just like.
Yeah, no, I mean, it didn't make any sense. Like, it's not a practical thing. It's not applicable. But, like, as, like, an ideology, like, I understand. Is it right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to say that it is or isn't, honestly. But, like, I don't deal with things that aren't fucking, real. So, and, like, I mean, I use this as an excuse all the time, but it's true. It's like, two of my best friends, besides my fucking Scandinavian lawyer friend, who's like probably my best friend, and besides Matt Forney, who's like probably second in command of best friendship, is a Jewish lesbian and a 50-some-odd-year-old black Republican man. And they all know how I feel about everything. I'm like, it's I'm kind of what they call a racist, and. Yeah, they don't care. They're still my friends.
The only people that care about racism are outside of the people that are getting paid to do it, like the woman who wrote that column. The only people who really care are white liberals. That's the only people who pretend to care about the plight of the black capital B man. And it's really that's disgusting.
Well, that's why I don't like white women that fucking much at all. Like, I got a good white woman. I mean, she's a good one. But, like, yeah, white women are fucking terrible, dude. Go find you a Latina GF. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, just bleach them. I don't know. The white women are terrible. Middle-class white women who have never worked for a goddamn thing in her life who just get some stupid tech job. She's like, oh, what do you do? I'm HR at Twitter. Like, well, I'm actually on the safety precaution team, and half of my friends are trans women. Like, it's retarded. I love the TERFs, Like I never see myself aligning with feminists, but like the TERFs rule. The whole thing is a nightmare. The whole thing is a fucking nightmare because nobody lives on fucking principles. Nor, I think, at this point, should you. I don't think you should live on principles. I think you should live on the friend-enemy distinction. I think that that's the way that it is. Because some of the best people I know are communists. But they're not terrible pieces of shit. it's horrible. Some of the worst people I've ever met are people that supposedly agree with me politically. Those people suck. So, like, principle is bullshit. Friend enemy distinction is probably better,
I think
and
I've
like it's a more
recently made
modern way
this.
of looking at it.
Yeah, I think I've recently made this distinction. I think everybody has in the past like year or even 6 months or so when you see everything collapse that you thought was that meant something. My principles aren't getting me anywhere. You know, you can
Well, I
be,
mean, I still preach my principles. Like, I still believe in the free market. It's sad we don't have one, and I still think that would be the best way to do something. But it's not applicable at the moment.
yeah, it's
So
to the point where
there's
if
that.
you get to a point where people will actually understand it and utilize your principles, then that's one thing. But until that point, your enemy is using your principles against you, or the lack of the friend enemy distinction against you.
Hmm.
That's sort of the
Yeah, I
political
mean, like
landscape we're in.
doing the fucking was it Saul Alinsky bullshit of like make your enemies live up to their own rules or whatever. You can kiss my ass. I do that. I am pretty good about that because it's like, oh well, Twitter's a private company. I'm like, okay, but they're not because they fucked over capitalism fucking years ago. Section 230, been harping on that for a year. When Obama gave up ICANN, I go, we're in for trouble. We're in for trouble. That's what I said. I go, we are in for trouble. Obama, excuse me, this was like 2015. I go, we are in for trouble. Obama gave up ICANN. We're all going to have to live by, European model of what is and isn't business fine on all these things. And guess what? I was right again. There's a vicious rumor out there that I am wrong about things. I don't know. I haven't heard it from anybody. I think it's just my own paranoia. But I'm fucking right. And I dare anybody to, besides Trump was going to win in 2020, and besides Comey was going to, which I still think Comey's going to jail eventually, I haven't been wrong about much, if anything. You know,
I think if
and
you,
I've become more realistic.
yeah, I think if you follow this stuff, you get instincts that lead you in the right direction. To
We're in the wrong direction. I mean, have you seen most people? I see people on Twitter all the time, or the Q-tards or anything. I see people making these weird predictions all
most
the time, and
people.
they never come true.
Yeah, that's going back to something else you said about fucking son of a no. I lost my train of thought there. I
About how
was
people are fucking retarded and everybody's stupid except for me.
well, yeah, there's that. But yeah, thinking it was on principles. That's it. Like
Yes.
there, you can't. I'm sick and tired of people saying, "Oh, there's pointing out double standards." That's literally the
Yeah.
only thing that certain right wing people, like normie type people do. That's all they do is point out double standards. Well, if the right did this, well,
Hmm.
I don't care that the right did this. This is the result of the thing. The left gets to do this thing. The media gets to be left wing and lie about literally everything to your face. That's just the way it is. Pointing out double standards isn't helping anymore. Everyone's kind of dug in, and that's kind of it.
Mm, I would disagree. I mean, every single piece of sand matters. When you're building the dune. If that's what those people are doing, that's fine. That's not what I don't think Larry Elder or Charlie Kirk or any of these guys that have like been in the trenches for a while would do. Like Rush didn't do that anymore. He would just point it out and go, "Well, it doesn't matter because they're allowed to do it." Rush is dead now. You know. And we are lost without Rush Limbaugh. We are lost without Rush Limbaugh. But I mean, it doesn't hurt, but I wouldn't say it necessarily helps. I mean, it's shooting a squirt gun at him, but it still annoys him a little bit. It's still some person might read a tweet or think about that and be like, actually, that's true, because there's always people coming over to the side of sanity. So, like, yeah, are those people stupider than we are? Of course. If that's their whole deal, Dinesh D'Souza and all of that shit. fucking retards, man. Richer than we are, but retards.
It's a very positive
But
take from your end, Brad. Very positive.
well, it's just true. It's just true. Like there's the way I look at it is it's like, it's like a jelly. When you rip somebody out of, this thing, you need a soft gelatinous place for them to land where it's not that hard, and then they sift through it, and then eventually they're like, "Oh shit, yeah, it is that bad." But you can't Alex Jones them immediately.
Mm.
That's not where it comes from. Do you remember? Like, I don't know. Maybe you've always been this way, but like, I mean, for me, I know it was a process to get to where I am. And the left would call that indoctrination, and in a way, I suppose it is. But I was kind of ripped from this thing of like just take. I was just a Ron Paul libertarian, and then slowly it was like, oh fuck. This actually, oh geez, yeah, I was kind of fucking lied to about everything, and I've done my research on it. At this point, I'm dyed in the wool. All right, I've been around for a long time, but it was hard to get into because I am a inquisitive person. So I looked into it and was like, "Fuck, that's right." And some of the shit that was spouted is fucking retarded. Some of these guys are dumber than shit, but in general. It's
there's
fuck.
A lot of noise.
That's kind of the way that it is.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise.
There's a lot of
to
noise
get you to the truth. And yeah, I think I was like a basic bitch conservative for the most part. And like I was around like when the Iraq War started, and I was like, well, they technically didn't prove that they didn't have weapons of mass destruction. It was like looking back.
Everybody was on board with that, though.
Yeah, it was. And what choice did you have? You didn't have any choice.
Right. Everybody was
either died in. Everybody. You were either an anti-war, probably liberal, leftist, communist, almost liberal, or you were for it because fuck the terrorists or whatever the hell. Everybody was.
Every person was. It was also a sensible position to have at the time. Like, I mean, I was 14, so I was against the war, but like. It for the first 2 to 4 years of the war, it made fucking sense. People were pissed, dude. They attacked us on our own soil. That had never happened before. Big fucking deal. Like it made sense to be for it. After year 4, it was like everybody was like, "Okay, this is stupid. We were supposed to be gone 3 years ago." And then 20 years later, here we are. We've got fucking idiots on fucking Twitter. This fucking irritates me. Let me know what you think of this. Idiots on Twitter celebrating the Taliban, saying it's ironic, but I've seen people do it unironically. Fuck the Taliban.
Exactly. Hey, Brian,
fuck the Taliban.
Can you hold on the fort for about 30 seconds? I got to use the head.
I can't.
You can?
I can. And after that, I'm going to need to make a drink. So we'll do this.
Okay. I'm lied. Actually, I got to make a drink. So,
all right, yeah, make a drink.
All right, I'll be right back.
No, take all the time you need. Take all the time you need.
Go off about the people fucking
the
Taliban. Do it now.
I am. No, White JB, there he goes, the Taliban are the good guys. They're not, dude. Nobody in Afghanistan are the good guys. Wait, do you mean the guys that were diddling kids or the guys that were diddling kids? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, yeah, the people in Afghanistan at all. What kind of weird 20-year-old bullshit is that? I get that, like, you're happy that Globo Homo fucking took a hit. Agreed. And it's their country. Hey, guess what? Agreed. But, like, don't act like they're the good guys. I'm sorry, where do you get this fucking idea from that kid diddlers are cool? Fuck Islam? Like, I'm not cool with any of those people, dude. Like, they all suck. They all suck. Our involvement in their country was bad. But you know what? The people that took it over, also bad. You don't have to have a fucking horse in every race, dickhead. You don't have to. You can just go, wow, it's two retards fighting. That's what I think of the government, the U.S. government involvement in Afghanistan, as well as the Taliban takeover. And on top of that, congratulations, you fuck, you dumb piece of shit. You know what you get now? Refugees. I would
Oh,
rather have the U.S. over there with 2,500 fucking troops and a bunch of retards running their shitty country that I don't have to fucking live in or anything like that than get a motherfucking bunch of refugees. And the backlash of looking like complete failures on a global scale. Like, do you know what China is going to do? Like, this is insane. They're going to take this out. You're so dumb. Like, now they're going to hook up with fucking Russia and China. They're going to run that country. That's their country. Agreed. But not my fucking problem. And that's the Taliban's fault? What are you talking about? Who gives a fuck about Afghanistan? Who gives a flying fuck about Afghanistan? I don't live there. I don't want them here. I don't care what they do. Keep him away from me. That's retarded.
yes.
You're not a nationalist.
Exactly.
You're not a nationalist if you don't want to protect your shit.
Right.
You're stupid. Oh, I actually believe in this whole fucking idea of like the fucking... You're dumb. You're 20. You're retarded. You know what? How are you going to feel? Oh, I'm dumb? How are you going to feel when you're like, I would like to buy some gum? And you're like, well, 7-Eleven got exploded. Idiot. Think about... that's how... Your idea is a real melanated fucking opinion. Because it's short-sighted as shit.
Yes.
You dork.
This is the bile that I love.
That's so dumb. You're 20. Shut up.
This is the
Talk
bile
to
that
me
we need.
when you are an adult.
Bryden,
I want to be left alone. Hold on. I'm sorry. Keep doing
keep
this.
going. Keep
I want to be left the fuck alone. That's what I want. That's what I want is for those people to not come over here. You know why? Because they're so retarded that we trained them for 20 years and it collapsed in a day because they love Islam that much. That's what they like. That's great. Keep it over there. Don't bring it up. No! You're getting these people coming over here, dickhead. This is not good. Oh, wasn't it good that fucking Joe Biden caught the L, as they say? No! I don't give a shit about that. Trump made a lot of mistakes. This was going to be one of them. I would so much rather... It was always going to happen this way. But they could have done a little better, but whatever. It was always going to happen this way. I would rather we stay over there and them not affect me. What kind of weird bullshit are you on where it's like, well, it's their country, where you all of a sudden like people overseas? Why?
I like
what do you mean?
You owe these people. You've been there for 20 years. You owe them. What the fuck?
Fuck them. We've given them everything.
Exactly. Well, we tried to instill...
And it was a money laundering scheme to begin. It was a money laundering scheme to begin with. They've been pushing opium. They've been laundering money. It's fucking bullshit. We need to reinvade, and I will get into Raytheon stock. That's the only thing. It's about me. It's not about them. Fuck them. Fuck Afghanistan.
Take the minerals. Let's take the fucking minerals. I don't think they ever did that. Take the minerals.
China's going to do that. China's going to do that.
They're going to kill anybody in the vicinity or tell them they're going to kill them. Like, listen, we're going to take these minerals. And if you don't like it, well, we're going to blow up your village. And you can have all the instructions.
No, they're not even going to do
that.
that.
A fucking bomb.
They're not even going to do that. They're not going to even do that. They're going to go, we're going to make you rich beyond your wildest dreams. Here's a cell phone.
Exactly.
Share it among your village.
Idiots. Yeah.
Yes, because it's Afghanistan. There's nothing there worth shit. Besides minerals, But like, what are you going to do? You're gonna go in there and try to talk to these fucking savage motherfuckers? You're not gonna be able to do it. It's retarded. And anybody celebrating the Taliban, just listen, stop trying to live vicariously through the fucking Taliban, dickhead. Live your own fucking life, fight for your own fucking country. You know who didn't fight for their country? The Afghanis. Okay? Like, what the fuck? It's a stupid fucking outlook that dumb, low IQ people have.
Yes. Absolutely.
Think about yourself, genius.
Yeah, I made the same point that you did. I would rather have 2,500. I don't even care what the number is. 5,000 troops. I don't give a shit. I'd rather have a force
It
in
was
there.
2,500. Guess what? Now there's 80. Now
Now
there's
there's
fucking
8,500, and there's 100,000
now there's
people.
not 8,500.
There's a fucking 30-year refugee program that's going to take place. And
Yeah, dude, this is like what do you think you're winning here? Joe Biden's embarrassed, and you're like, what a sucker, and it's like, cool, they're all moving to Minnesota, right? Like, what the fuck? Like, you're stupid if you're for this.
Say goodbye to your 95% white communities if they already haven't been overrun by Somalians. Allied Afghans.
I really love that everybody says 2016 now. And a lot of these kids weren't around in 2016. I love that the kid, since 2016, now people were like, oh, yeah, let me give you some cool fucking Cubans. And let's get these based Afghanis ever. What are you doing? Did you forget what the point was? Did you forget what the fucking... You've lost the plot, dickhead.
Yeah.
It's just such a bad take.
They don't know anything about America. They just, you think white women are gaslit. Just wait till you get your allied Afghans in there, and have them.
I mean, it's
fuck up with polls and opinions and.
Osama bin Laden's fucking niece is like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Osama bin Laden's niece.
I follow her. Yeah,
she's pretty cute. She looks like him though. It's kind of weird, but she's got a good body on her.
No, she's basically a Republican from 1987. The way
it's a nightmare that people like. They're like, oh yeah, it's good. I like America first, and it's like, really though? Are you? Because we don't need these people. We don't need these people. Are you prepared to deal with the consequences of all of these people coming in? Do you know what this is going to be like? I thought this is what we were against. And I read my Twitter feed, and people were like, unironically now. It's fine if you're doing it ironically. It's kind of funny and shit. But, you need to address, come on. You don't want these refugees. This is a disaster.
I mean, we got refugees from Libya, from Syria. We weren't even in Syria, really. This wasn't a 20-year excursion into Syria. Every fucking person who's ever waved hello and said Assalamu alaikum to a U.S. soldier is going to claim that they were helping out the United States, and they're going to apply for asylum so they can come over here. And guess what? They're going to get a fucking check, and they're going to get into your community.
We have so many that they were hanging off of planes and falling off of them. All right.
Jesus Christ, is there any other argument for not doing this than that? You're too fucking dumb. You don't understand how a goddamn airplane works? You can't fucking hang from the wings when it's going 30,000 miles an hour at 30,000 or whatever, 2,000 miles an hour at 30,000 feet?
Yeah, the best tweet I ever saw. Was we were there for 20 years and we still couldn't teach these people that you can't hang on the side of an airplane. There
was bodies.
Yeah, and they're coming to you. They're coming to you, buddy. They're coming to you. That's the thing. They're going to be here. But hey, keep making your ironically think the Taliban is based. Fuck the Taliban. Fuck the other guys too. I don't know why you would care about another country. I don't care what happens in other countries. I don't live there.
Yeah.
What do you think America First means?
The only thing
I don't give a shit what happens in other countries.
The only thing I would say is it's probably better to give people money than to go to war with them. But that's probably way too.
Nope, that's neoliberal. Nope. Sorry, I'm a Ron Paul guy. Fuck them. I'm not going to give them money, and I'm not going to go to war with them. They can just starve. They can fuck themselves. How's that? Why don't we go ahead and, I don't know, clothe and house all of the fucking U.S. citizens that we have here now? Why don't we give people health care? If the government's going to do anything, why don't they do something fucking helpful? And I don't think the government should be in charge of that. You know what I think, homeless people should do? Go to a church. That's fine if they're not religious. I found people at churches don't care. I was homeless when I, was in my 20s for a very short time. But you know who I found was the nicest people? Bars and churches. because people like to help people as long as you're not a fucking dickhead. So, not my fucking problem. Not my fucking problem. I hate this shit where it's like, oh, the Taliban's so Taliban-based. They're not. They're not. Just because Biden caught an L does not mean that they're good. They're bad. Okay, all of the people in Afghanistan, every single one of them, is a piece of shit. I don't ever want to talk to them ever. Now, by their own cultural standards, are they a piece of shit? I probably not, but by mine and my things of what I like to talk to is people that don't have fucking sand all over their face and mud all over their fucking face from eating mud pies. Like, those are just not people that I would want to talk to. And it's all about keeping my community and my country the way that I want it to be. And anybody that can't see that is a fucking jackass. And you know what? You're a liberal. Okay? You're a liberal if you like this type of shit. You're a fucking liberal. Kiss my ass.
Go off. Go off. Did you need to make yourself a drink? Step away for a
I
second?
do need to make myself a drink. The Red Bull is hitting me real hard.
Yes.
White JB in the chat. I think he might have left. I did yell at him pretty hard, but he seems like he might be an okay person. But I don't like anybody that's 20. If you're under the age of 25, I'm gonna have one of the mods ban you.
Oh, well,
In
we
the
can
story,
talk about that. We can
always.
talk about youth. When you get back from having yourself a
Don't
drink,
like him.
freshen yourself up, we're going to talk about this. I have some amazing experiences that I would like to share with you about some of these
Oh, I'd love it.
youths and
I'd
women, of
love it.
course. Some of them are just brutal. But anyway, go ahead and make yourself a
Oh
drink.
no.
I think
All
we'll
right,
probably
I'll be right
get there.
back.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Yeah, it's like I'll opine for a little bit on the Taliban, and yeah, I made some jokes about yeah the Taliban have done this or that, like you know, it's YouTube, so I can't say too much, but you know, it's a lot of it is sort of ironic, and yeah, I would rather have, I'll reiterate this point, I'd rather have a minor military presence like we have in Germany, like we have in Japan, like we had in probably 30 other countries all over the world, than have to deal with a 30-year refugee program of people who you spent 20 years trying to train them to do anything and they can't do it. It's it was a losing proposition from the start. They went in from the start. I don't know why we actually invaded Afghanistan, ostensibly to get Osama bin Laden, which he left the country. So then what do you do? It's like you're trying to invade. It's like they threw a dart at the map and said, okay, Al Qaeda is this multinational terrorist organization. We gotta do something. Fuck it. What's the easiest one? What do you think was the easiest one? Fuck it, Afghanistan. We'll go there. So we'll meet up with the Northern Alliance. Try to bomb the shit out of Kabul, and we'll throw these warlords that have standing armies of like 5,000 people. We'll throw them in power, give them offices, and pretend like we're doing something here. Fuck it. We'll be here for a couple years, whatever, and we'll just leave, and nobody will give a shit. And then it just fucking extends for 20 years. And I don't know why, because they didn't really take, it wasn't like Iraq where they took huge L's over and over again. It was just, for some reason, they just kept going. And maybe somebody was dumb enough. Maybe our government is so fucked up that somebody was actually stupid enough to think that they could actually implement a development strategy in Afghanistan. Now, I've said before that I was there for like 6 months. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I know the people that I talked to, a lot of them are people from Afghanistan that had left and went to the United States or other places out the world, the diaspora folks. But when I talked to all these people, it was basically unanimous that all of us thought that this was stupid. The whole operation was dumb, and we're just wasting time. And I think the reason is because this was the timing of this really amped up. A lot of the grift kind of amped up after the recession, if you remember. You had a 2006 to 2008 recession, and that's really when you saw a lot of people from the United States just get right into Kabul and get right into other areas, and it was just government printing money. And it was like Bryden was saying, as a money laundering operation. He was talking about the poppy fields, but it was really a money laundering operation too for these companies that just basically grifted off the American people for years. because I was employed in 2008. I got laid off, and I was fucked, man. There was nowhere for me to go anywhere near the area I was at. I was living in the Southwest at the time, the American Southwest. And the housing market went to shit. It went to complete shit. There was nothing you could do. So all I had to do was like, fuck it, I'll go to Afghanistan for 6 months. And I think Bryden, I was just saying
Um,
that I think the Afghanistan thing was money laundering in not only
yeah,
the illegal way, but the timing of this, really when they ramped shit up was in the late 2000s, coinciding with the recession. So a lot of these companies, these like engineering companies and defense contractors, they lobbied Washington to go get to basically print money for U.S. aid, and then you got an influx of all this staff who showed up in Kabul. And the whole fucking economy in Kabul when I was there was just Western money. They didn't have anything.
yeah,
There was nothing. They didn't mine the resources. They just printed money in Washington, gave it to USAID, and gave it to some contractor and laundered it through that. It was a
yep,
fucking joke.
100%. Yep. Yeah, and I mean they've been doing it for fucking 20 years. Yeah. Sorry, sorry it took so long. I needed to cool down, dude. I got too heated.
That's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
good content, as they say, as the kids say.
So fucking yeah, yeah.
Fuck the
It's
kids, man.
yeah. It's always been money laundering. It's fucking stupid. So like that's why I get so fucking heated when people say stupid shit. It's like, oh, you're just like, what? You have no idea what you're talking about? Cool, great. Like, it's really irritating. Like, it's been our entire lives that we've been in Afghanistan. Uh,
My entire adult life,
you
just
know,
that's fucking crazy, isn't it?
yeah. Well, yeah. No, it's nuts. And the thing is, we're not leaving. Like, we were never
No,
leaving anywhere. They
that's
were gonna
it.
keep contractors there and shit. We're not leaving.
Totally, we're not leaving. Do people think it's over? When has it ever been
No,
over? And do you think this government
it'll
can just do
never
that?
be over.
Do you think this
No,
government can fucking do
no.
that? We all talk about the deep state. Do you really think for a second that they're just going to rip off the band-aid and that'll be it? It'll be over. We're never going to be
No,
there again.
no.
Are you fucking kidding me? Especially when fucking China goes in or Russia or whoever. When they go in there to mine
There's
the
always
resources
a
that they should have
reason to
done 20
go to
years ago.
Afghanistan. Yeah, there's always a reason to go. Well, we were pushing poppies and shit, but yeah, there's always a reason to go into Afghanistan again. That's I don't know. I mean, it's a frustrating fucking thing, and it would have been better if it was just like, all right, just keep them there. Like we've all forgotten that it exists. It's like Guantanamo Bay, which is still open. Well, there's a gift shop in that apparently. I found out.
They're probably making,
They have a gift shop.
are they stamping license plates or what are they doing in there?
Well,
I don't
no,
know.
they've got like shirts and mugs. I mean, there's a fucking gift shop in Guantanamo Bay
You
now.
get to
You can
get
go
time
visit it.
off. You get time off for good behavior at Guantanamo or just,
I don't think so. No, I think that they just torture people
oh,
and keep them indefinitely.
yeah, whatever.
Uh, so that's great.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, um, let's rip on the youth. And let me tell you a story.
Sure, yeah,
Let me tell
fuck
you a
them.
story here. Okay, I have, this is sort of let's rip on youth. Let's rip on kind of like certain genders that they want to push for STEM. You know, genders that are not
Well,
not male.
all of that just falls under being 20. Like just the weird dump. Like, I mean, we were seen in goth and like hardcore, like all of that stupid shit. We didn't make up genders and shit, but like we made up genres of metal, okay, that don't exist. Like power violence is not a fucking genre of music, okay? It's not. It's just fucking grind.
I was
That's
just
what
gonna
it
say,
is. And even grind,
go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
come on. No, I mean they make up genres. They make up genres of sex. We made up genres of music that like they were like actually this is porno grind. And I'm like, okay, there's one band that used samples of pornography in it, and now it's a genre. I mean, it's retarded. Like we were pretty stupid too, dude.
I get it. I was just saying I was gonna rip on women, but I didn't want to say that. That's what I
Oh
meant
yeah,
with a
fuck
certain
them.
time.
Who gives a shit about
Women
women?
in STEM, like the big push to women in STEM. So when if you go to a job, if I go to a job, I think
I
my
would never.
purpose there, well, my purpose there is to just to provide some sort of value for the company that I'm working for, right?
Hmm?
But you get more and more, I think the youths, and especially in my experience, that women have been forced through college because we need more women in STEM. What happens is they get
Yeah.
forced through there and they have no aptitude for it. They just don't know anything they're doing and they're fucking miserable. And it's not good for them. So
Well,
basically, they show up.
I've never worked in anything that has STEM anything.
Well, no, I'm
I
saying
talk for a living.
if you have a job at a bullshit department store or whatever the fuck, if you're working some shit sales
Never
job, I
done
don't give a
retail.
shit. Whatever it is,
Sales jobs, yes. That's
if you're
what
working whatever,
I'm
I
good at
don't give a
those.
fuck. Go ahead and fuck off and do barely enough to get hired and all that. I don't give a shit. Your job sucks.
No.
It's bad
If you
advice.
work a sales job, if you should work a sales job, you should understand the ins and outs of sales and the beauty and the masterpiece that it is to have a conversation that closes. But whatever. I'm a little biased, but like I think that I'm good at having conversations. So go on now that you've spit in my fucking eye. Go
No,
ahead.
no, no,
Go
no,
ahead.
no. I'm trying to paint a picture here. I'm trying to think if I'm saying if you want to do a certain job where it doesn't really matter, it sucks, and if you want to fuck off with that job, okay. But unfortunately, I think a lot of people they get into something and they think it's basically they treat it like a government job. Like you show up at 8 a.m. on the dot and you leave at 3:30 and you get paid and that's it and that's your job. You just fucking show up
Yeah.
and you fucking leave and that's it. And God forbid you put out any goddamn effort into learning something, into being fucking productive. I'm gonna sound like a total boomer here, but
No, you're right.
fuck, it's uncanny how some people can just occupy a seat and not understand in their heads that this is not good for you. You have to fucking spit out something. You have to be a
Oh,
you have to be a cog in the fucking machine. It fucking sucks, okay? I get it. It fucking sucks.
devil's advocate. Devil's advocate.
Go ahead, man.
When you're 20, you don't feel like that. You feel like the whole world is your story. When you're our age, it's like, I wish the story would end. That's fine. I just want to, I'm fine with,
When I
like,
was
I'm a cog in the machine.
when I was
But
20,
when you're 20,
go ahead, man.
no, when you're 20, you're like, or at least for me, like, like, I've made art my entire fucking life, right? Not very good stuff, but like, that's just all I've done, right? So like every job I've ever worked, my career and so everything, has just been that's what I do to pay the bills, and this is I'm doing art, outside of that. I think that probably most 20-year-olds feel like that. The problem is not the problem, but like the good thing is that eventually around 25, a lot of those people go, all right, so it turns out I'm not that good at painting, and they just become a cog in the machine, as they should. But like, I mean, as the old adage goes, if you're not a liberal by the age of 20, you've got no heart. If you're not a conservative by the age of 30, you've got no
Brand,
brains.
yeah. Yeah, I hear you, and this is why it's good to talk to you because you're totally on the other side of the spectrum when it comes to actually producing something that
Of
people
what, the
want.
autism spectrum?
Well, yes, we're all both on that. But no, I'm a technical
Or do you mean the
person.
sexuality spectrum?
No,
You're
it's not.
okay. No, I'm turning on you. I'm rearing up on you.
You're
You
trying to
better
heal
get
on me,
good. I'm
man.
about to turn on you.
Trying to heal on me, man. No, what I'm saying is
All right.
like
What do you? No, I'm
sometimes you
sorry. What do you
have to
say?
fucking eat shit. Sometimes you have to eat shit.
Hmm.
And nobody will do that. Nobody
Yep.
will say, okay, I'm going to spend some time here. Maybe I won't get paid for it, but maybe I'll spend a fucking couple hours on the weekend and learning about this thing I'm supposed to do for work. If I'm eventually going to get paid $100,000 to do it, if I do this correctly, but there is no dedication to
Yeah.
this
See,
craft.
See, that would be nice because I did that a lot, doing free comedy shows forever, and I am still poor. So that didn't. Now I don't do bringer shows. Do
Well,
you know
you're
what a
not a
bringer
white
show is?
woman. No, go ahead. Bring her show.
Bringer show is when you go, okay, you can perform, but you bring three friends. They have to pay
Mm.
to get in, and they have to buy 2 drinks apiece. So all of your fucking buddies from the call center you work at have to come and watch your stupid ass do the same jokes again and again, and eventually it's just like, why would they do that? It's not even a fun night anymore. They're just like, I have to live my own life. Why would I care about this guy's thing? So, no, bringer shows are bullshit. Promoters are shit. I'll never do a bringer show again, ever in my entire life. I'll do open mics or I will do spots. I will never do a bringer show again because it takes advantage of young comics. It takes advantage of people. It's a predatory business in general. This was back in LA, but these things exist everywhere. Do not do bringer shows. Ever do bringer shows. Ever. Ever. I would never do those things.
Actually,
They're
I did
predatory.
hear that after you described it. I did hear that. It might have been you who was railing on it a while ago, but yeah,
Oh,
that sounds fucking
I've
miserable.
screamed about those things a lot. Oh, it's bullshit. It's predatory is what it is. I mean, it preys on young comics and like I feel like I was raped. You know. And there's this guy, he's probably dead from the cancer now, finally. Thank fucking God. This guy TK who books the Formosa out in LA. Fuck him. That goddamn piece of shit. Fuck him. He took
Fuck yes.
so much from me and was a piece of shit. I he wasted so much of my time. Like what you do is you just lead young comics on, and then you go, oh yeah, bring all your friends or whatever. I never got paid a dime. I made that guy so much money. Fuck him. Like fuck him. Like it's different now. It's different now because of the internet. Like I don't know. It's different now because of the internet. We didn't have it in the exact same way back then, but. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you to TK for letting me go up as many times as he did.
Fuck
But
him.
like, yeah, him and I got in a huge fight. No, we got in a huge fight. And he never booked me again because he's a fucking piece of shit. But they'll do that. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, you can come up. All right, now come bring. You got to bring like 3 or 4 friends or whatever. Okay, I can do that."
Yeah,
And
but
then now it's like. You got to do it every fucking week. And your friends did not have that type of money to watch you go tell the same jokes that you're working out.
they
Like,
fucking
you're
charged
not
you a
that
cover
funny.
charge? They charged your friends a cover charge for
Oh,
that?
no, not that. Yeah, the friends. That's what a bringer show is. Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah. No, it's a
You
predatory
pay
business,
me,
man.
you pay
It's
me
fucking
your
bullshit.
friends to work. That's retarded. That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks. No,
It's
I
the
mean,
way that it is.
the general point I'm making is
Bookers
about,
are like that sometimes.
go ahead, man. No, let me.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm still upset about that, honestly.
Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Here, I couldn't imagine like going up to your friends and saying, "Oh, I know it's been like a month in a row, but could you just spend $10 again and see me try to do this fucking thing?" Like, I'd feel like shit doing that.
Well,
That'd
you know what you
suck.
do, and I didn't do this. This is what I should have done. Was what you do is you get a squad of like 3 other comics,
Mm.
and you just take turns doing that room. And it's like, all right, it's my week, so you're not paying, but the 3 other weeks you're paying to get in and watch your friend, and that's it. That's what you do with those bringer shows. That's what you do. It's not great. Those bookers are trash. Like I'm just too old. Like I'm never gonna make it as a comic, dude. Like it's just never gonna fucking happen. My best bet is podcasting, and that's not fucking panned out well for me. So it's just not gonna happen. So I don't really care. But like if you're a young comic and you've got somebody who's doing bringers, get with a squad of like however much it is, whatever, and just take turns doing that room every week. Just get booked to that thing, and it's you. Then the next time it's not for the several times, and then it's you. And that's what you do. Because the only thing that you really need is time on stage to work your stuff out and get exposure. And then basically, start a podcast. Honest to God, that's the best thing in the fucking world. Like, they don't book rooms like they used to. Like I just caught the tail end of the way things used to be before things got to be the way that they are now. which is like people just do door deals now. It seems it's weird, like if somebody like I've been to the Comedy Store, okay, didn't do well, a bad open mic night for me, but like people don't do that now. Like they have an internet presence and they just fucking like okay, this is what I'll do, and their fans come. But yeah, if you're being told to do bringer show things, just get with another group of guys who are doing comedy, and then that's how you do that room,
Yes.
F
the system.
And then promote your shit viciously.
F the system.
Yeah, I mean that's the only thing you can do. I don't know what we're talking about this.
I was going to like
it's a frustrating thing.
I was doing like a work ethic complaint about the youngins. I was
that's great on work ethic. That's great in fucking work ethic right there. That's work ethic right there. Like I used to go and do fucking just tons of mics, tons of them, because this is what I wanted to do before I realized that wasn't good enough. This is what I would do. I would get on buses and go and do open mics and bomb and bomb and bomb and bomb. Then I would go do my spot and bomb. And then I would wake up and do it again.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of time. I eventually spiraled into
it. Doesn't
matter
what you do,
depression.
Though, Bryden. You have to bust your fucking ass, right? I mean, you're not going to get anywhere by just I'll just do this. I'll just show up. And I think that's like a infiltration of just, I don't know if it's laziness or just lack of motivation in our society. And I kind of get it why they feel that way. And it's a lot of it's fucking the brainwashing shit from Zog TV. But the people won't fucking just listen. I have to fucking kick ass at this thing, or I'm gonna be fucking homeless, or I'm gonna be in the world of shit. So instead of just fucking showing up at 8 o'clock, not a minute earlier, maybe I'll show up, or maybe I'll fucking stay later. Maybe I'll just fucking learn something about what I'm supposed to do, and maybe it doesn't have to be fucking on the clock that I learned something. It's like the fucking whole society has become government workers, and it's just government workers are the fucking worst. They just exist to fucking exist. It's like the DMV lady meme. Go ahead, man. You're gonna fucking rip on this.
No, I mean I am like I don't know. I haven't had that attitude for a while, but the thing is, like, I kind of
I don't either,
like I do have the attitude. If I like something, if I do like something, I will do it. Or if it makes money, it makes like. If it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. There's the rap adage from that.
Here's what I'm saying from our side here. From our side, I see a lot of people saying, be a blank to the system. I can't say that word. I can't even begin to, you know what I'm saying? Be a blank to the system.
Oh, yeah.
And don't do that. What I'm saying is don't fucking do that. What you want to do is do what's best for you. Do what's best for you.
I mean, how's it helpful to be one?
Yeah.
Right. It fucks society. I don't know why you need to be ahead in society, but like make a cocoon of money around you for sure. I mean, like it's like I'm not a rich man, but like within reason, I can just go ahead and buy whatever I want. Like if I feel like getting Taco Bell delivered to me right now, I am not stressed out about it, which is a completely different world than I was in 10 years ago. That was a big deal. Like I remember getting Taco Bell delivered to me for the first time, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm rich," like
yeah.
It was, I get it. I mean, I'm not gonna trash the work ethic thing because, like, I don't think that most of the jobs these people are getting are worth them doing anything for, but still, they like. The basic amount of like giving a fuck about your job. Like if I order food at Taco Bell, you should come over and not kick it across the room.
Yeah.
And I damn near, if these people could do it and get away with it, they would do sometimes. They have kiosks now. I don't even have to talk to you. You don't have to roll your eyes when you hand me my food. That's insane. It's an insane thing. I, I don't get it. I don't know why anybody would be like that. And they'll never be the manager of that Taco Bell. Meanwhile, there's like a guy our age that's the manager who's just like, I don't know what to do with all of these 19-year-old
Oh
black
my
youths.
God, could you fucking imagine? Could you fucking
Ah, dude,
imagine
it's fucking awful.
having to deal with that?
Listen, I live with I live with the consequences of my actions every fucking day. Can't imagine having to do it at work too.
Yeah, wow. It just and this is where we actually have concern for people that aren't white. You know,
Yeah,
the right wing
yeah.
does.
I care
And we're
about all.
called
I
racist all
care
the
about
fucking
all
time.
people.
Go
I
ahead.
don't care
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, I care about all people. I mean, I want people to do well, but while they do well, way the fuck over there. Like, I like it doesn't mean we need to pal around or any shit like that. You do well over there and without my aid. Because like, if I see somebody doing well and I didn't have anything to do with it, I'm pretty proud of them. Uh like, good. I didn't have anything to do with that. That sounds fucking incredible. Get the fuck out of my goddamn life, though, because I don't want people to impede me doing well. Like, and they do every day. They do every day. Every day. I live in a bad neighborhood. Every day. They
I've
impede
been
me
there.
doing well. The mental
Fuck yeah, I've
stress
been
is
there.
too much. You know, kiss my fucking ass. Why don't you, like, I will get out of their neighborhood as soon as this lease is up. Holy shit. But this place is going to end up on fire one day. I guarantee it. It's like, it's insane. Like, there's no way they can keep this up. Like, I don't hate people of other races. That's insane.
Nobody does.
I
That's the
just
thing.
like my way of living. I
Yeah,
like my way of living,
yeah. And
and
it
it's
just
incompatible with these people.
the most frustrating part is that I don't know if it's incompatible. It's just they've never been given a choice. You either have to
Not my
whine
problem.
and take fucking exactly it isn't. But let's go back to Larry Elder who says his main thing is like
Yeah, he
racism
rules.
doesn't exist. So systemic racism, fuck you. That's fucking stupid.
No, systemic racism does not exist. I can attest to you right now that racism does
Okay,
exist
racism exists
because
between
I do it.
individuals.
I do it.
Right, but are
Yeah,
you hurting anybody?
but
Who are you actually hurting? Who are you
no.
preventing
Oh
from getting a
God,
job?
no.
Nobody. A kid saying fucking
Oh, I
N-word
would
on
never do that.
Twitch, is that fucking hurting people?
Yeah.
No.
No, no, no. Racism is what you do, not what you say. You know, I say racist shit. And a lot of the time I'm joking because it's funny and that's the most taboo thing in the world. But, like, I mean, completely, like, I don't like this neighborhood, and it's because I live around a bunch of blacks. I don't want to live
Do you,
around them, and
but
they don't
but
want me to live around them either.
but do you want these people to fail specifically because of the color of their skin?
No,
That's fucking ridiculous.
I don't want,
That's what the narrative
I don't
is.
want them to I don't want them to fail at all. I want them to be better. That way, I'd love to live around here if they were just cooler to live around. But they're not. You know, why would I not want the world to be cooler?
Yeah,
Like, that's
exactly.
insane.
What good does it
Uh,
do me and you to have fucking no-go zones in the middle of big cities? What good
yeah,
is that?
yeah,
What
yeah,
what
that's
kind of win
retarded.
is that for white supremacy? What good is that for us to have that
Yeah, I don't
situation?
want to rule. I don't want to rule over anybody. I don't like at all. I'm a libertarian. Uh, but yeah, no, that's retarded. I mean, that's what some people think, and I love when people are like, by the color of their skin. I'm like, is that all?
Yeah,
Not
not
just the
your actions,
patterns
not
of.
like yeah, not
I call myself an
statistics.
MOK racist. I'm an MOK racist. I've
You
seen the content of their character, and I'm not thrilled with it. So,
yes.
you know, but I mean, yeah, it's just not for me, dude. I don't know. It turns out like carjackings and rape is just not my bag, man. I don't know. It's a weird one.
Yeah, I'll go farther. I'm willing to see. Okay, you've had some situations in the past, but at some point you got to draw the fucking line. It's like you overdrew on your checking account, and like fuck it, I can't fucking figure this out. I'm just gonna draw the line. Remember when you used to like write checks and like do the thing in your check register? Are you too young for that?
Yeah.
Draw the fucking
No,
line.
no, I never. I
Draw the
never
fucking
had
line
checks
in
that
life.
I didn't get. We used to give checks to the landlord. That was the only checks I ever wrote.
Okay, so you're not an idiot like me.
Everything else was debit cards.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm saying like I don't know my balance is. Fuck it. Here's what it is now. So we'll just go. Okay, I
Do you
have
remember when they used to do
$5
that?
and
They would let
32 cents.
you overdraw your. They would let you overdraw your fucking account. Like that used to be a thing. I remember I used to get charged by Chase for not having $5,200 in my account.
Yeah,
And I would have to call them every time and be like, "Why are you giving me a $25 charge?" They're like, "Because you don't have $5,200. It's a maintenance fee."
why'd you
It's
let me
like
fucking write the check
that's
then?
made up.
Fucking bastards.
That's made up. That's not real. They gave me the $25 back every time, and like now it's not an issue, but like it was an issue. It was an issue every month. They charged me for being poor.
Yeah, it's fucking sick, isn't it? Hey,
They don't do
I gotta
that anymore.
freshen
I
the
don't
drink
think.
up again. Can you freestyle for 30 seconds? 1 minute?
Yeah. I could just fucking.
I'm gonna
I can
roll.
hang out here for a little while.
Okay, go ahead,
What do
go.
we got in the? What do we got in the chat? Um. Well, I don't know. We haven't had anything since Tiberius said go off. I think that I made White JB. Uh, hey Tiberius, how are you? I think I made JB run off, which is a shame. He seems like a good guy. He's just misguided. But yeah, I don't know. I remember being so broke that they would. You committed white genocide right there, I guess. Um, I'm incredibly bright, but I just drink too much. Um, I remember I was so broke. I was on my way to the Chase Bank, like in LA. I'm drunkard and shit. Just I'm fucking drunk and mad. And they had just taken that $25 out, and I'm walking, Vince McMahon walk about everything. I see this guy, and I go, Chase just charged me money because I didn't have any. I had less than $5,200 in my bank account. And he goes, "Oh yeah, they'll do that." Because this guy, like, I lived in an okay neighborhood in like fucking real close to West Hollywood. We were in Hollywood, but real close to West Hollywood, which is like crazy expensive, and which is a whole nother story. Holy shit! But he was like, "Yeah, they'll do that." And I'm walking over there, and I remember thinking, "Fuck that guy!" Like, I should become a communist. And I walked in there and was like, "You guys didn't even tell me about this. You give me that money back." Like, I had to do it every month. Every month. Every month for a maintenance fee. Like, complete disaster, honestly. Because it's bullshit. They just punish you for being poor. Like, for a really long time. Like, I didn't have more than $1,000 in my bank account until I was like 26. Like I'm 34 now. So like less than 10 years of having $1,000, dude. Like, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like I was bad with money or whatever, but like it was, I lived in LA. It was like a whole big thing. But yeah, I remember getting a comma in my bank account balance. It was like kind of a big deal to me to have $1,000. But Matthias Kane, you got overdraft fees all the time back in the day. Became a tradition whenever you went out drinking. Yeah, dude, they let you do that.
Try living in
They're like
fucking Las
now they don't
Vegas,
do
man.
that.
Try living in Las Vegas and,
Oh,
and being in a place where there's overdraft fees.
yeah, no, because I remember that being a thing. But like, whenever you go and make a bank account, which I haven't made a bank account for 10 fucking years. When you go and make a bank account, you go, "Do you want overdraft protection?" You just go, "No."
Fuck that! It costs $3 or
Like,
whatever. Yeah,
does it? I don't know.
I don't
They
remember
don't
what it
charge
was.
me. I swear to God, if I ever saw anything in my I check my account. How often do you check your account?
I don't know if you even have one. Barely,
You
barely.
don't have a bank account? What do you
No, no,
mean?
no.
I
I
check.
barely
I check
check.
my.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, dude, I check mine twice every day just to make sure.
Really.
Yeah, just to make sure there's not
Well,
something going squirrely.
like my wife is on it, so and I have like the alerts and shit. But I just like,
So does she? She checks it then.
yeah, yeah,
She checks it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense then. You don't have to do it. Like I don't worry about like I mean I don't worry about like I don't worry about buying stuff, but I check it probably about twice a day just to make sure there's no squirrely fucking things
Oh my
going on.
god,
Because I don't want to get identity thefted.
I've been
All
fucked
right,
so
I
many
don't want to get
times with this
identity
shit.
theft.
I shouldn't even. I shouldn't even say. I'm not
I'm
even gonna say
just
anything more because I don't know if they're fucking listening to this and the fucking the Jews are listening to this and they're oh, let's get him again. Fucking Christ, or the Russians
I
or
just
whoever.
don't want to get identity, dude. No, that's Russians and Chinese that are doing the fucking identity theft.
Yeah, the
It's
Jews are
not
running the
nobody in
account.
Israel is doing it.
They're making money on they're making money from the fucking overdraft fees. Yeah, the Russians and the Chinese are the ones that
Well,
are fucking
yeah.
me over when I used my goddamn credit card at a gas station at fucking 11 o'clock at night.
Yep. See, that's why I check my shit. I check my shit about twice a day. Paranoid as fuck.
You
I'm
should be
like,
paranoid.
I'm not getting my identity stolen.
It's ridiculous what they do. Literally, I know when they do.
Trying to
And
build
this
my
one
credit
time,
up.
Bryden, I was at the fair. I was at a county fair, or maybe it was a state fair or whatever. And I like, fuck, I
It's
didn't have
dangerous for
cash.
credit cards. It's
Oh,
dangerous.
I didn't have cash, so like, oh fuck, I gotta use my credit card. Oh, son of a bitch! All I
Somebody put
brought
a
with me is
skimmer
my
on it, didn't they?
fuck yeah. They did the fucking skimmer. I looked at the guy. He was blacker than night. I could look at his eyes, and I fucking, god damn it, I'm fucking. He took a long time to do it too. I could tell what he did. He skimmed it. He fucking skimmed it. He didn't show me, right? Because I might have had a beer before, like
So
motherfucker.
he did it. It wasn't like somebody. It
Right?
wasn't like somebody came along and did it. He did it.
I think he did it right
Fuck.
in front
Yeah.
in front
Fuck
of me.
that,
Yeah, I bought like it was a
dude.
fucking concession stand at the fucking county fair, Sacramento County Fair.
Yeah. No, I'm paranoid about somebody stealing my identity. Like, because
You
it's
should
like,
be.
what are you gonna do? Take out a bunch of loans? Like, I mean, it's terrifying. Also, Matthias Kane says, "Dude, and what do you think of this, dude? That first comma in your bank account is the best feeling. Do you remember the first time you had a comma in your bank account balance
Yeah,
and like how cool you felt? You were
I
like,
fucking made it.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Then when you hit the tens, you're like, oh fuck yeah. Like you
What was
just
that
feel
like?
good, you know.
I don't know where my fucking money
It's
goes,
okay.
man. It goes in, it goes out.
Uh,
Mayor didn't have kids, so I'm
yeah.
fucked. I don't see shit.
Let me tell you this: it is not that much different outside of like I just like I was supposed to work today, and I was like, no, because like I felt bad. You sent me that DM, and I was like, I didn't mean to sound like an asshole.
I
You were
know you
like, my
didn't.
wife's out of town until Monday, and I was like, well, unfortunately, I'm busy until Tuesday, and I was like, I sound like a real prick
I didn't take it
saying
personally.
that.
It did. It's like, did he blow me off? For a second, I was like, did he blow me off? Like, no, he's cool. And then I could tell you
it
felt bad about it because you sent me like 3 messages afterwards. You didn't have to.
I
You could
didn't
have just
even
said like,
realize.
I'm serious or whatever. It's all good though.
I did not even realize till later. Like it just popped in my head. I was like, that's exactly what you would say if you were just blowing somebody off. Like, actually, I'm busy until the day after you said, so oops. Like it would have been pretty funny,
Yeah.
but I mean it was serious, and then all my fucking work plans have blown up this weekend, so it's not that big of a deal.
So good. Now we're getting fucking
But
hammered on
yeah,
Sunday and we're talking shit, so it's good.
mm-hmm. But yeah, I was like, fuck, I'm an asshole. Hopefully he doesn't think I'm an asshole.
Oh, for
Oh no,
Christ's
this
sake.
guy on the internet that I've
Yeah.
never met might think I'm a fucking asshole. I didn't want that.
Never that.
I'm not sure if you could tell, but I'm real guarded about my reputation. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've Googled me
I
recently,
don't know if
but
you can tell, but yeah, I actually have, and fuck these people. Fuck these people. I feel like
I know!
Jesus fucking Christ.
It rules! No,
No,
it
it doesn't
fucking
rule. It fucking
rules.
sucks.
Like,
It's fucking bullshit.
it fucking rules.
I couldn't imagine being under that fucking
They, like,
thumb.
if you Google my name, people think that I'm a juggalo Nazi. That's hilarious.
Fucking Huffington Post
Like,
can suck my cock. They can
Yeah,
suck
they're not
my
great
fucking
people.
cock.
They're not great. I don't really like them. One of them already got fired, though, which is pretty good. But yeah, no, they're not great people. But yeah, you got,
What does
if
Bryden,
you
what does
Google my
Bryden
name,
do other than make jokes on the internet? Not even offensive jokes. I mean, he makes good jokes.
no, a lot of them are really offensive.
No, well, yeah, fine.
Literally, I told
They're
you one
offensive.
earlier that was pretty.
Okay, they're offensive as fuck. But
There's something. Like, yeah, I never molested anybody or shot anybody or any shit like that,
We're talking
but
about
yeah,
people talking on the internet, where people get upset that you
too good.
literally punch buttons. You put your fingers in a certain pattern in your hand while holding a device, and that is racism.
Too
And
funny.
that is why black people can't make
Too
it
funny.
in America.
It's
Are
true.
you fucking
It's
kidding
true.
me?
Because of me. Because of me and my Twitter. That's
Because
why.
I'm
holding George.
You hold a piece of plastic and
George
metal in
Floyd.
your hand, and the point.
Oh my God!
And the
Derek Chauvin's
sequence,
knee.
the sequence in which you push your hand, the sequence in which your fingers work on this device in the middle of your hand. That is why
I don't know where you
black
think you're
people
going
can't
with
make
this.
it in
I've got
America.
a better one. Derek Chauvin's knee is such a good fucking Twitter name. Name. I don't know if it's available. Derek
Well, I'm sure
or just
somebody
Chauvin's knee. Somebody has to have that. It's too good.
We'd think.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, fuck the Huffington Post. Fuck them. Like, the thing is, like, all those guys are not funny. I'm funny. I don't worry about it.
At this point, though, we're 5 years behind Trump rage. That this guy who said I like to fuck women, essentially got to be
Grab by the
president.
pussy. Yeah.
Yeah, I like women. I like to fuck women, and I like pussy, and I'm not ashamed of that.
Dave Smith had the best bit on that back in 2018. He was like, "Have you seen like what women read? Like, what was that? What was that one book that they all read? Not Twilight.
Oh, the 50 Shades of
The
Grey.
one about the 50 Shades of Grey." She was like, but he was like, you know who every man in all of these romance novels are? These eroticas are? It's Trump. It's Trump. Like, yeah, I don't know. To go to the fucking why not? Let's talk about this for a little bit before I gotta go pee. I want to talk about it. I don't think I talked about it enough. I usually just laugh it off. I want to really get into it. Yeah, I think that is fucked up that the Huffington Post says it's exclusively the Huffington Post. Well, I was in ADL one time too.
Let me stop you here. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this.
No, I want to. No,
I
want to do it.
Podcast here. I have to do this. So
we should do it. We should do it.
Go ahead, man.
I'm drunk enough. Let me go off on this one. Not ADL, JDL. Jewish Daily Forward. Which, the Jewish Daily Forward fucking rules. And also, it's not JDL, that's the Jewish Defense League. I was in the Jewish Daily Forward one time for a really funny tweet about Laura Loomer, where I called her the spawn of Satan or something like that. Laura Loomer's a friend of mine. Okay? I don't talk to her that often, but
she
we're
seems
friends.
Like a harmless girl.
She's such a sweetheart. She
office.
really is a really.
She ran for public office, and did
well.
Yeah,
and she should do it again.
Lost, but she did well.
But in a +9, in a +9D state, she fucking precinct, she did so good. Like, dude, she did really good. Loomer, I don't agree with all of her stuff, but we agree on certain stuff. Loomer is great. Like, I've not backed down from this from day one. Loomer fucking rules. Like, Loomer became a friend of mine because I was trolling her. And like we were like having a phone call that I was recording to just publish to troll her, and then turned out she's actually just pretty cool.
Loomer's like,
I've known her for a few years. Good lady.
yeah, Mike
She
Ma
rules.
kind of. You remember the Mike Ma thing? Where
Yeah, I've
remember
never
that
spoken to him before
the
though.
wet bread incident?
With my jubes. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that whole deal. Yeah, that's Loomer. Uh,
I
she's
mean,
a
I
horny
think she's
girl.
sort of.
I'll tell you that.
I honestly, my opinion of her is like she's probably means well. You don't put your balls in the line to that extent if you don't mean well. So I'm not going to say any. I'm not going to talk shit
Yeah,
about.
she rules. No, you shouldn't. I mean, like Loomer fucking rules. Like she's the. I've said this 1,000 times as well. She is the bravest girl I've ever met.
Well, I mean,
Like ever.
it you could
No,
construe
for
that
real,
she's sort
dude.
of like doing this for money, sort of thing. You
Right,
know?
you could, you could make up all kinds of bullshit about it, but like, no, she's not a rich person, dude.
I
She's not like making a ton of money. That's insane to think that. Like,
no, I didn't
I
mean
don't know
that.
what her finances are, but like, what do you think she's doing? You know, she gave up her whole career as a quote unquote journalist, which was gay, for like Rebel Media, all that shit. She really She really is super fucking brave and resilient. All of those buzzwords. But like I mean it. She's the bravest, most resilient, hard-headed motherfucker I've ever met in my entire life. Like I have nothing but good things to say about Laura Loomer.
Fair
Ever.
enough.
Ever. You
Fair
know.
enough.
And those titties probably ain't retarded. So, like I don't know.
There's the wet bread
She is
thing, and
she has more balls than I do. She has more balls than I do.
yeah.
Laura Loomer, I have
She
nothing
put
but
it
good
out.
things to
Yeah,
say about her.
she lost. She put it out there. She lost. You know, she
Great, she's
had
gonna
no
run
chance
again.
of winning. She had no
She'll run
chance of
again.
winning, and she went out there and she lost. I don't mean that as a
And
bad
she
thing. I mean it's
lost
a
by
good
it.
thing. You know,
She went out there and lost by a
she's done more than
pretty
fucking Nick
impressive.
Fuentes has done, hasn't she? I think she's
That's a
friends
whole
with
different
Nick.
thing.
It
Yeah,
is.
I'm friends with Nick. I that's well, I don't know. I haven't talked to Nick in like 2 years, but uh, okay, you're all over the place here.
I
This is
am.
not where I wanted to go with this. Both of those people are incredibly brave and good individuals in my eyes. And they're both pretty loyal. All right? None of them have ever said anything bad about me, as far as I know. Maybe they have.
I
But
got in a
I've never
fight with
heard
Nick
them.
Fuentes
It's never been a
on
thing.
Sharia's live stream. I got a fight with him. He was trying to tell Sharia
Well,
to fucking make me unmod because I told him he's a bloodmouth and his followers are fucking idiots.
do you know what a bloodmouth is?
A loudmouth?
Oh, loudmouth. I thought you said bloodmouth. That's a vegan term for meat eater.
Oh,
Is bloodmouth. But yeah, loudmouth, sure. Yeah, he's a loudmouth. So what? Uh
well,
yeah, outside.
he
Yeah,
can
of
do what he
course he's a
wants, but he's a
loudmouth.
fucking grifter.
No. No, that's not true. A
Nick
grifter is
Fuentes is not a
somebody
grifter.
that no, of course not. People pay for entertainment. A grifter is somebody that doesn't believe what they're saying and spouts off shit and then goes and does the opposite.
Hmm.
Nope. Montez has lived it, and he continues to live it, and he's probably one of the biggest. I mean, he's way more living it than Spencer.
Oh,
You know,
totally.
yeah,
He makes Richard Spencer look like an idiot. I mean, he's been successful in that regard, and I'm
well,
not. This is not a
Richard
jealous thing.
Richard
Like
Spencer. Richard
Spencer,
Spencer makes Richard Spencer look like an idiot. So,
yes.
but yeah, no, Fuentes is a solid guy. I've only met him like twice. I've known him for a few years. We haven't talked in a little while, but I can assure you, like he's a good person. I don't know what he believes these days, but because I don't watch a show or anything like that. But as far as I know of this guy, dude, I can tell you he's one of the most solid. Like he's a
Well,
fucking He's a rock. He's a real solid guy.
There's a lot of people saying like, oh, they're a Fed. Like James also put out an article like they're Feds. Milo's a Fed, and
James, you know what? James also a pretty fucking solid guy. I know he disagrees with Nick on stuff. I haven't talked to James since Charlottesville, but James was always a really cool guy to me. I have nothing bad to say about James Allison. He's a good guy.
Never met him, never talked to him.
I don't know what he believes now.
How can I say anything? Never met him, never
talked
to him.
So maybe you shouldn't.
Well,
maybe you shouldn't.
Though. This is the internet.
But why? You're an adult. Maybe don't do that. That's my rule. It's like, I don't know.
Brian, perhaps I'm being a little bit facetious here.
Maybe you're being a little bit drunk, I think is what you're doing.
Or that.
It's, which is fine, but like, there's no reason to, like, here, let's do an example.
Go ahead.
I do not particularly enjoy what Stick Sexenhammer 666 makes. I don't like his tweets. He's blocked me on previous accounts because I've gotten into arguments. I don't particularly like a lot of his takes on things. I agree with a lot of them, but I don't really like his whole style, and I don't particularly like the guy. I am not going to say that he's a bad person. I think he probably comes from a pretty solid place where we probably agree on a lot more than we disagree with, but I just don't like his whole deal. I'm not going to be like, fuck Sticks. Have
I said fuck Nick Fuentes, though?
Kind of. You implied it. Which is, you did.
Well,
you gotta be. I think you gotta be a little more careful the way you talk about these. The way you talk about people. Like if somebody was like, "Fuck Bryden," I'd be like, "All right, well, fuck that guy. Fuck him. What are we gonna do? Dox his family?" But if somebody was like, "Yeah, I don't really like Bryden's stuff. I don't think he's very funny," I'd be like, "Fuck that guy. Let's dox his family." No, I'm kidding. But no, for real. If somebody's like, "I don't really like Bryden," then that's different than. I don't like Bryden. Like, there's a whole deal,
Yeah.
Like,
let me.
So, I mean, like, every person is just trying to live their life, man, and there's no thing that bothers me about people getting their views out there, as long as they're willing to tell you to fuck off when you disagree with their views.
Yeah.
But just to say like a personality is. I just don't like that. I don't know. It's just a thing for me.
Yeah, I didn't like the way he treated Sharia, who's a friend of mine, and he's a friend of yours. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. And that was.
But they're still friends, dummy.
Yeah, but
no, they're still. I treat Sharia like that.
No, not
he treats me like that.
Nick has an audience of 10,000 fucking people, and Sharia's got like 500. People.
I have an audience of 8 people.
I have an audience of.
I treat Sharia like that. Sharia treats me like that.
No.
That's just friends, dude. That's just friends being friends.
I think he was being an asshole, and I think he needs to be called out on it. And I don't think people should join fucking groups. That's my overarching point of this.
I agree.
Don't join fucking groups.
Agreed.
Nick
agreed. I sent a tweet today.
What's that? Go ahead.
Maybe. That seems like a him thing, not me. But I agree. I sent a tweet today that was like, you can be a nationalist and not join any type of movement. You can just have a normal job and stick to your morals. Yeah. And that's the truth. Like, I've been advocating for that for fucking years. I don't believe in groups anymore. I got caught up in the alt-right and it fucked my entire life up. All right? People think I'm a juggalo Nazi now. Yeah. I am never, ever, ever going on Conan, which is not a show anymore.
What I said from the very fucking beginning is that, okay, we have these views. We have some support online. Why don't we make it so you can... Why don't we push to the direction where we can talk about something like that without getting fucking fired? And it's not really the Overton window. Because it's not really the Overton window. It's more like
it literally is.
Let's make things fucking palatable a little bit. We don't have to talk about the Jews.
You're talking about optics.
No, I'm not talking about optics.
You literally are talking about the Overton window and optics.
Because the optics words.
There will be casualties along the way. I am one of them, and nobody cares.
I care.
That is the thing.
I think you got fucked, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but
this is fucking ridiculous.
I'm glad I got
It has
fucked.
to
I
be
don't
fucking.
care. It's funny.
It has to be incremental, though, Bryden. Incremental. You have to
It
think
has been
mentally like
incremental.
this. You can't fucking put
It has been.
Patrick Little out there. Patrick Little. Oh, you're
Well,
fucking Patrick Little. You like fucking Paul
it
Newland?
has. How do you think ideas change, buddy? It has been incremental. It has been. Tucker Carlson was not talking about this stuff in 2017. It has been incremental, and there will be casualties along the way. I happen to be one of them. That's the way that it is. I fucked up. I fucked up.
No,
I
you
admit
didn't
I
fuck
fucked
That's
up.
the thing.
I
That's
did
the
something.
problem. That's
I
what
did.
pisses me off is you didn't fuck
I
up.
did. I did something funny that people decided to capitalize on. That's fine. It's not really ruined my life, dude. Like, my life has not gotten worse as a part of it. It's just, what do you say? Do you really think that I was going to go on Kimmel? Was I going to go right for Fallon? Like, this was never going to happen anyway, dude.
You
So,
shouldn't be able to Google your name and say this guy is a fucking neo-Nazi because this Jewish organization says so.
right,
That
but
shouldn't
who gives
fucking
a
happen.
shit? That's the way that it is.
No, it's not who gives a shit. It
Yeah,
shouldn't
but
fucking happen. That's not right.
yeah, but it's
saying?
really funny. It's
Well,
really funny though. And famous. It's really funny. Like, it's really funny.
you have a great attitude about this.
I don't get it. Oh yeah, of course. Why wouldn't you? I mean, it's really funny, dude. Like, this is something you can talk about with people, and you're like, Google me. Like, it's funny. Like,
Yeah, but
what was I gonna do? Run a CEO? I was gonna be the CEO of Pfizer.
Bryden,
That was never gonna fucking happen, dude.
You could have worked at. You could have worked at. You could have had. You.
If I am good enough, I could work at any comedy club in this fucking country.
No, I'm not.
If I
talking
am
about
good
you
enough,
as a comic, you could have had the same views. You could have the same views that you had, right? And you could be
Hmm?
insert that person into IBM. Let's just say you work at IBM, and somebody
Sure.
Googles the wrong person, and now you're fired.
Funny you would say that, actually, but yeah.
Why IBM?
Okay, so what? Whatever.
So what? So you get fired. So if you were
but
at IBM and you get fired, you get fired for having a view that
never been
probably
fired.
150 million people have, and you get
Hmm?
fired because you have those political views, and you said something stupid on the internet once. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, but no, I mean, I get where you're coming from, but like, I'm not that outraged. That's like being outraged about how fucking the sun ever goes down. And you're like, why can't it be daytime all the time? That's just not the world we live in. The world that we live in is this shit happens, and I don't know, it's fucking hilarious. Like, everything is hilarious. If you look around you, all of this is really, really funny. That's the only thing that keeps me getting out of bed every morning, is that everything is really, really, really funny. Like, because people are just so weird about all of it.
Well, that's been true.
I've said this 1,000 times. I've said this 1,000 times. My only political ideology is that I should be able to say the N-word. That's it. It's the only thing I care about.
That's pretty good.
That's also a joke, but like, it's funny.
Well,
Who cares? I have two mottos. Well, I have a motto and a mantra. My motto is be funny. Yeah, well, maybe it's a credo. I don't know. Well, I know. I want it on a tombstone that'll be run over by Antifa. But my motto for life is be funny, make money. And the way I really do live my life is never let life get in the way of a good punchline. I've had that one since I was about 22. Never let life get in the way of a good punchline. So I don't care. Good. I agree with you. It's not good, and it's not the way that life should be, and I think it's BS and, whatever. But honestly, it just makes me cooler. It just builds my persona as a fucking legend and a cool guy. Like, I'm hilarious. I'm the funniest person you're ever gonna meet, dude. I'm really smart, really funny. No, you're not funny at all. I am funny.
With you.
Yeah, you see how well that joke landed. Uh, I'm hilarious. I'm a fantastic performer. I know what I am. I don't mind that if you Google me, it literally says that I am a juggalo Nazi. Do you know how funny that is?
You know how much that
A
pisses me off? It fucking
juggalo,
makes me mad that I know you and you're a decent person. We've talked several times. We've known each other for
dude,
probably 4 years.
years now.
And
Juggalo is the funniest thing. Nazi is the second funniest. Juggalo Nazi. That's what you get when you Google me. And then they're like, former comedian. Like, that's a whole bit.
former
It
comedian.
doesn't, like,
You
it's
quit. You
really funny.
retired from being a
It's really
comedian.
funny. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, that's what I hear.
No
Wouldn't
longer
that be
funny.
fucking nice? I'd love to just be straight laced the whole time. That's what I really like about the former comedian thing is like, where did you get that from? I stopped recording my sets. Okay, fine, that's fair.
He's no
But it's
longer
like
funny, guys.
I've retired from being funny. It's like it's an insane
I
fucking
didn't see
thing
the
because it's
Juggalo thing.
stupid.
I didn't see the Juggalo thing. I saw
Oh
fucking
no,
Nazi. I
with the SWAT
fucking seethed.
the white face with the swastikas over my eyes.
Oh fuck
That
this
was
guy.
when I made butt. It was like X14 butt X stink 88 XX or whatever. I did a whole stream like that, and
How
they
did they
loved
get?
that
I don't
one.
know how they get
They were like,
neo-Nazi from anything that you've done. I just don't get
well,
it. I
Roman
think it's just
salutes and stuff.
straight up made up. Like what?
I'm racist. Like, yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I'm not gonna deny that, but yeah, no, I don't like National Socialism as an idea at all. But yeah, I mean, it's because of the like Baked Alaska stream because they don't know what IRL streams, or rather, they don't care. You know, did some Romans. It was funny. We got strangers to do Romans that night. It was pretty good. Uh,
Yeah, that you
but
do the Louis Theroux documentary coming out is gonna. You know what? This will be a bellwether event. The Louis Theroux documentary on
well, I
April
better not
8th.
be in that fucking thing. I know Baked is in it, but I'm pretty sure he's done
It,
way more shit than is going to be that
it's
deal.
not going to be good.
Uh,
It's not going to be good.
no. I don't think it's gonna be good. But I better not be in that motherfucker.
If they're
If I am, I'm gonna make a video that goes "I'm famous" and post it on
well,
YouTube.
at this point, you might as
Because
well
the thing
just
is, like, I don't
capitalize off it.
care.
Yeah, at this
Well, I
point, fuck it.
capitalize off of this. I mean, it's funny. I capitalize off of this. Like there was this porcelain quote unquote documentary. The guy never asked me a single question, anything at all.
What's there one
He
on
just
you?
went off of what Antifa said. No, on Baked that I
Oh,
was
okay.
in. But Porcelain's a piece of shit. All he does is attack comedians. He's not a funny person. He doesn't know what it is to be
Fuck
funny.
this guy.
Like that's the only thing that. Nah, yeah, he's a piece of shit. Well, he might be a good person, but yeah, the shit that he makes and calls them documentaries is fucking irritating to me. All he does is like attack comedians.
He did three on
Um,
this Joe. What's his name? Some boring comedian. It wasn't funny, but he did three documentaries on this guy.
who?
The guy
Joe
who
who?
says "Fix Joe" or whatever. Do
Joe
you know what I'm
Fix?
talking about? Joe fucking A.
Yeah, Joe Fix.
No,
Oh
not Joe
no, who?
Fix.
Joe who?
The Joe guy's his set was fix. How can I fix Joe? How can I medicate Joe or something like that? Joe, I can't remember his name. He was
Okay,
like
so
a
you're
very
really bad at this. I'm
obscure
gonna go
comedian.
pee. Why don't you look it up? Why don't you go?
Go ahead,
Bryden is
man.
like the Hitler of comedy. I'll
Joe,
take it. I'll
fuck
take it.
porcelain.
That is that. I'm gonna Tiberius 01. Bryden is like the Hitler of comedy. That is what I'm gonna put on my DVDs that I sell off of my shit website, BrydenProctor.com, of my
Yes.
hour that I do in a fucking Taco Bell parking lot. Yeah, that'll be great. I'll be right
Fix your
back.
fucking drink,
You
dude.
find it and talk to the
Whoa.
and talk to the. No, my drink is fine. I have to pee. You talk to these people. Get mad
All
at you.
right.
I'm rearing up on you.
All right, I gotta find this. You fucking bastard. You're making me give me a fucking goddamn fucking task. Look at this. Sunday, and I'm trying to get drunk. I'm trying to fucking party with Bryden on a fucking Sunday, talk shit, and he gives me a goddamn task about porcelain. Who the fuck is porcelain? Why did I bring this up? All I know that the one fucking kid hates him. The guy who does the fucking live stream was on like Revenge of the Sith. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Joe Pantaniglio. I don't know what the fuck. That's Joey Pants. Who the fuck is Joe? Joe Matarese. Joe Matarese. He did 3 fucking documentaries on Joe Matarese. Jesus Tap Dancing Christ. Joe Matarese. 3 documentaries on Joe Matarese. This porcelain guy does. And I have to sit here and talk about this with Bryden. For fuck's sake. This is what I do on a Sunday morning. It's Sunday morning here. It's still morning here in fucking the West Coast. This is a very very fun podcast, though. I'm having a blast, as they say. Maybe I could roll up Trovo and see what the fucking chat in Bryden's chat is doing. What are you guys doing today? Just fucking hanging out. Oops. Yep. Here's some music. We'll do that occasionally. There he is. He's live streaming. You got 10 dudes. We'll do that occasionally. There he is. He's live streaming. You got 10 dudes. Uh-oh. Here I am. I'm going to have to knock this off because I'm completely fucking it up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here I am. I'm going to have to knock this off because I'm completely fucking it up.
All right, I'm back. Wow, you couldn't really...
I was on your
you
Trovo.
Should be talking by the time I get back.
I rolled up on your Trovo channel. I stream sniped you inadvertently.
Oh, are they yelling at you?
No.
They're yelling at you?
Fucking, the video came up, or the audio came up when I stream sniped you.
Uh-oh.
It's all good.
Man, Roger Bryden just isn't the same. Hey, Glassbreaker. It's pretty funny. Did you ever watch, were you a Roger Bryden listener?
Me?
Back in the day?
I didn't know you. I think I didn't know you before, Roger Bryden.
But you've heard of it. You've heard of
of course.
The legend that was.
No, I think... I don't know. What the fuck do I know? You expect me to remember?
I don't know. No, that was just such a funny thing. No, I can't live that one down. As I shouldn't. I mean, I did that podcast for years. Dude, twice a week for years. Like, we did Wednesday and Friday forever. Like, I was never not hungover or drunk. That was how we did the podcast. Like, I was like, fuck. Like, I was, like, working a job. I'm like, hi, how would you like to buy things from me? And then, like, I would just go home. And I was there was one day where I was just hungover, and then it was like, time to get drunk again, do the show. It was awful. It was a truly awful thing. Forever. Like, I did that forever. It was fucking shitty. I wouldn't do that again.
What is the word I'm looking for? You get into ruts, basically. Patterns.
Oh.
And you just do it.
No, I never got into a rut. I fucking performed as I was gonna do. I was basically at like a fucking like a Vegas fucking, what do they call them? Concertship, something like that. Doing that fucking shitty show for no money, by the way, because I'm retarded and I didn't know how Streamlabs worked. Like me? We made almost no money doing it. I make more money just like sitting here talking to these fucking jackasses, these fat fucking dork juggalos. Like, just by putting a thing up, I found out. Because I did a juggalo thing, because I think juggalos are funny. That's why. It's because it's funny. You know. But, yeah, dude, I'll like put up this thing on the screen, and it's like $5 to play a video. And you would be surprised how many people were like, well, clearly he needs to hear this Metallica Master of Puppets for $5. And I'm over here going like, Astro Puppet sucks, but like $5 rules. Like I no, it's incredible. It's a complete like if you're gonna call anybody a grifter, you should call me a grifter. Like completely,
Well,
I
here's the
am
thing.
grifting.
You're not you're being a grifter is fine, but being a grifter pretending that you're going to make some huge change in the political landscape is not fine, right? So if you're
Everybody.
Nick Fuentes and you're claiming like, yo, join my fucking group, go ahead and get yourself doxxed and go yourself get on this Louis Theroux documentary, and then you're going to be fucked for
Well,
life.
that was a bad idea.
Well,
No, that
whatever.
was a bad idea. I
In a series
100%.
of
I
in a
100%
series of
believe
bad
that's a bad idea.
ideas, in a series of bad ideas, let's talk about the Cookie Monster joke. Let's
That was hilarious. I think he did a good job on that. I like look. I don't fuck with America First. They're 20-year-olds, dude. I don't fuck with that.
I
It's a
don't want
young man's
20 year
movement.
olds
It's
getting
not
their
for
fucking
me.
lives ruined talking to this fucking idiot from
Don't care
Chicago.
about them. Don't
Yeah, I don't
care.
care about him either.
Don't care about them.
You can do whatever you want. That's the thing. I'm here about like if you can listen to what I say or you can not listen to what I say. I don't give a fuck either way, right? But
I don't know.
probably
Look,
should
I'm not
listen
going
to
to sit
what I
here and
say.
say I'm not going to sit here and say anything bad about Fuentes. I don't know what he is doing on the show recently, so I'm not going to endorse anything
He's
that he's
fucked.
saying. But I can tell you that he is a solid guy
No, I don't
since the
doubt
last
any of that.
time that I
I don't.
talked to him.
I don't doubt any of that. I don't think he's a Fed. I don't think any of that bullshit. I don't think he's bad intentioned. I think he's completely 100% good intentioned. But I think the way he has
Hmm?
conducted his
So
business,
what are you supposed to?
he made a fucking mistake. He
I
shouldn't have
mean,
had a
maybe, but
fucking
everybody makes mistakes.
yeah. But you don't
Donald
talk to the
Trump.
media.
How many times did Trump go bankrupt? How many
Donald
times did
Trump is the
Trump go
president of the
bankrupt?
United States. He was the president
Well,
of the United
not
States. Nick
anymore.
Fuentes is a dude from Chicago living in his parents' basement. Not that there's anything wrong with that either.
Okay. Okay. And how many times was Donald Trump not the president? Like,
One.
it's just. I think you're just punching a little. I think you're just. Yeah.
Am I punching right? Am I
I think
punching
you're.
right?
I think you're. I think you are just punching a little too hard about some guys that have the best intentions.
No,
You know.
I don't mean to actually.
Yeah.
I don't really. I think
Yeah.
he's
He's a great guy. He's a really nice dude. He's
I'm sure
my
he
buddy.
is.
I haven't talked to him for
I'm sure he is.
years. But he's a good guy.
I didn't like what he did.
Like I
You know
don't
what?
think.
Honestly, my opinion is a little bit skewed because the way that he fucking raided Sharia's stream that one night. I didn't like that.
Yeah, you really got a thing up your craw about that.
I think it's bullshit. I mean,
They're friends. They're
Sharia's a
friends.
small streamer, you know.
Are you friends with Sharia?
Oh yeah, yeah, he's
Okay.
my boy.
Have you asked him about how he feels about it?
He's probably less pissed off about it than me, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly. So
Friends fight, bro. Like
yeah,
I mean, like friends fight. Like me and Matt Forney. If you would, you would just think that I hated Forney in the way that I fucking treat him sometimes. But we get into fights, man, like real arguments.
dude, I hear you, man. I have
He's one of my best friends.
I have friends from college I know for fucking 20 years, and
Friends fight.
I could literally tell them anything. I tell them, you suck penis, you suck baby penis, you kill children, and they would like be LOL. You know,
Yeah. I mean,
I
like
get
friends fight, man.
and probably you're right.
And like
Probably
friends have disagreements. We're having a disagreement right now.
yeah,
But we're not
But
amping it
let me
up.
make a point though. Let me make my point of this. What
Okay.
I'm sort of getting at is like I don't want kids to join fucking movements.
No, I don't want to either. But like the thing is, how else do you get anything done?
Well,
If kids want to go be active, I think that if you want to be an activist in your 20s is the best time to do it. But you should be very careful about how you do it. Don't do it in the same way that I did it. I mean, I ruined my career by doing it. And I did it terribly. So just don't do it like me. But like, we still need people that
Hey,
want to be activated and do all this stupid bullshit. I think it's fine. It's just not for me, and I think it's probably a bad idea. In general, for anybody to join movements, but you're still gonna need people out there doing the gay protests and crap like that because we now have a sympathetic group of people. Because like protesting always only works if you have a sympathetic establishment, right? We now, because of the Trump stuff, have a sympathetic establishment. So these protests could actually work, But yeah, you got to be really careful.
but
Luckily, I guess now they make you wear a mask all the time, so that's pretty good. People should know that, but like, I don't want people to be disengaged at all. I want
yeah,
them to really be engaged. But it's just I'm too old.
well,
It's just
shit.
not for me. And I
I
want
mean, I'm
people to
I'm
be
10 years
careful.
older than you, dude. So yeah, I'm not.
You're older
It's
than
not my.
shit.
It's my fucking game either. But how do we do? I don't
Yeah.
want to see kids get fucking.
Well, it's not our game, dude.
I
It's
know it's not.
not us.
But can we at least give
You
some
remember? You
advice?
remember when you were 20? You remember?
Fuck, I was
No,
an
you
idiot.
remember when you were 20? Exactly. You were an idiot, but also that passion you had, and that like will for change, like that mattered. We need to utilize that. We have to utilize that type of thing. Of because the left does. So we need to do it
Well,
for our side as
let me.
well.
Yeah,
But people
let
need
me
to
say
be
this.
careful.
Here's my problem with one of my big problems with like the Groypers America First thing is like all they do is talk about Wignats, and I make fun of Wignats a
Fuck
lot,
the
but
Wignats.
and fuck them,
Fuck the
yes, but
Wignats.
are they the fucking enemy? Do they have any power? No.
I'm not sure that that's the thing that they do. Maybe it is. I don't
Just
know. I haven't seen that, so
and
I
this
can't
maybe
speak on
I
that.
mean it's like if you're like a esoteric, you're not gonna rehabilitate Adolf Hitler in the United States of America in
Well, there actually is a
2026. Okay,
game that I bought. Well, no, there
unless
actually
you're
is a
on.
game I bought called Heal Hit. It's called Heal Hitler, and the whole purpose of the game is to try to make Hitler not do the Holocaust. You're his psychiatrist.
You're
I haven't
basically
played it yet,
making, yeah,
but
you're making my point. Every time you know what, the fucking A. Every time I go on fucking Netflix or these stupid, I don't want to watch a Zog movie. Every other movie is like, oh, here's 8 people who helped so and so from the Holocaust. Or
yeah,
anytime you look at war movie is Holocaust. I'm like, I'm sick of it.
yeah.
I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear it
I
anymore.
mean, it was a bad
For
thing for
fuck's
sure. It
sake.
was a bad thing for sure, but
Sure,
like,
sure, but
why
not
don't we
every
do a World
five
War One
minutes.
movie?
Now, where's the World War One?
Yeah,
If World War One never happens, Bryden, we don't have a Holocaust. Okay, Hitler isn't a thing.
that's
If we
true.
don't intervene in World War One, none of this
I think
matters.
I think World War One movies would be a lot better, honestly, because like that trench warfare bullshit
Oh, dude, I saw a good one. I can't
was
remember the name of it right now.
way more. It was brutal. Holy
Oh,
shit! Like
can you
nobody. I
imagine?
mean, they're all dead now, but like the World War One shit does not get enough. Like, I mean, they just sat in a ditch and shot at each other. Like for years.
I know.
I mean, it was insane. Trenchfoot became a dude. Like they just were like, this is your life. You're just in the mud and you just shoot a
Here you
cannon
go,
every now and then.
18-year-old,
Like
17-year-old kid. Go ahead and
yeah,
you could go shoot the other side, sitting here and sit in this fucking trench and eat fucking gruel, literal gruel from the fucking Middle Ages.
yeah.
Oh, by the way,
They were like,
in modern day, I can't get kids to fucking put any effort out at all. I have to sit behind their shoulder and tell them what fucking buttons to push on the computer. That's what I have to do. For fuck's sake, this is what I have to do. It,
no, World War One was some rough shit. That was. I mean, it was. I can't imagine. That's like your life. You're like, all right, cool. I'm 18. I'm gonna go, and then you just sat in a mud puddle for
Why did we?
years.
Why did we get
Like,
World
that's
War?
all they did. That's all they did. They did not make advancements most of the time. It was just sitting in a puddle of mud. Like, it was terrible. Terrible.
Why did we get in this
And
war?
now people are like, I'm a hero. I've sent a tweet today.
I'm a hero.
Like,
I respect your pronouns.
yeah, I mean, that's
Honestly, I don't
insane.
like. I
It's
dislike. I
insane.
blocked Bryden Proctor on Twitter. I'm a hero.
You probably should block me on Twitter.
Nobody should. World's only comic. Why did
Yeah,
we get to
at
World War
World's
One,
Only
Bryden?
Comic.
Why did we get into World War One?
Oh, because they killed the fucking dickhead,
Don't give me
Franz
that
Ferdinand.
fucking false flag shit. Why did we
It was
fucking do it?
it was actually Howard Zinn. If we want to go back, to that it was over a lamppost. It was over a not a lamppost. It was over a fucking yard post.
Wait, I'm gonna
Do you
mix a
remember
drink.
that?
Wait,
Howard
I gotta
Howard
mix it.
says that
Stop.
people's history of the United States rules.
I have to mix a drink and take a piss, and then we're gonna elaborate on this.
Yeah, why don't you please mix those things up and drink your own piss.
Oh, that's
All right. So yeah, go.
Give me 1 minute. Fuck off
I'll
and
talk to you.
talk.
Go. I'll talk to them.
Dance monkey.
It does feel like that sometimes. Sometimes think about it. Chat of Chats, how are you, buddy? Look at Chat of Chats. How weird do I look all big and shit? Huh? I don't normally look like this. I'm all pale and greasy. Huh? Look at my hair. It's terrible. I look all odd, right? Until he finds out who makes the movies. But yeah, this is the Right Honorable. I'm gonna post his YouTube in the thing. There's a U in there. Let's see if I can. YouTube, I said go. Doesn't want to. That's fine. How's that? Also, did you see that sweet video I put up on YouTube today? Yeah, the Right on. God damn it. I'm gonna fucking freak out. And my phone is in the goddamn kitchen because I decided to leave it there. He sounds like a bigger boomer than me. Yeah, he is. He's a literal Gen X guy. I'll have him fucking post it. But yeah, no, the Right Honorable Rules. He's a good guy. He does a podcast. It's good to be here. We're gonna end up wrapping this one up here, I think, pretty soon. But yeah, I forgot my phone in the kitchen. Well, I didn't forget. I left it there on purpose. I was like, I won't need this thing. I'll bet I'll need it later. And then just now I need it later. I left it in there because I was like, I don't want the waves from it to come and kill me. But I don't know. He can fucking, he can figure it out. Actually, hold on. I bet I can do it. World's Only Comic. That's such a good fucking name. Oh, I forgot the D. Thank God. I thought for sure I was like, oh shit, I got suspended. Did not. Get out of here. Jesus fuck. Why is this a deal? Hey.
Yes, hello.
What's your post your fucking in the Discord? Post your fucking your YouTube channel. I was trying to do that. I was like, he's a good guy.
Oh, well, fuck.
Yeah, it to me.
How do I do that?
Like, post your YouTube, because I was like, this is where you can find this guy. He's a cool guy. And then I became annoyed by this entire deal. I hope that bad things happen to you. Like, honestly, like, I mean, it'd be like pretty funny. It just bad shit happened.
My Larry Elder video. because
I
I
know,
may get banned for that one,
but
for sure.
wow. But I don't know. We gotta figure out a thing to end this on. I mean, this has been we've. No. I don't want to say we're done, but like I am gonna need to go eat food at some point. Um, I think they make us do it. Yeah, exactly. I was like, we can do it because like otherwise, like people are not gonna listen to this shit. If somebody sees 3 hours, they go, I'm not gonna listen to this shit. But if it's like an hour, people go, I have an hour. Because like, no, that's a real thing. People will not listen to. What the fuck did you send me? Okay, no, this is fine. You just sent me your last
That
episode.
works.
That's okay. But no, that's a real thing. People see 2 hours, they go, ugh, that's 2 hours. So they won't listen to it.
Right,
They
there
see
we
an
go.
hour, they go, I have an hour.
Larry Elder.
So you don't want to do like 3
running
plus,
for- hold
fucking
on,
like
hold on.
insane
Shut
podcast.
down. Larry Elder's running.
On visual at
election.
least, like on YouTube. Downloads,
For-
people will do it.
Governor of California.
I've been doing this
Of
for
course,
so long.
The video is
I
running
promise
on
you.
your stream, Bryden. So
they have to run their hit piece. So that you
Well,
mean
that's fine.
that must mean he's doing quite well. I think Elder. is
I'm
tied
just
now
telling
soon.
you, like you don't want to. You can't get. You
bear
can't
with
get. You're not gonna win anybody up. I'm so drunk. I do need to eat food. All right, let's wrap this one up
here.
because it's been 2 hours and that's more than anybody's gonna
Let's do
take.
this. Yeah, stupid idiot.
let's do it.
Little
It's been a great
infuriates
time.
me more than a black person capitalized.
I thought you were
Black
gonna do one
person
last
using
thing.
cherry-picked facts.
Was I? I
and
don't
willful blindness.
You're
to
so
make
bad at
simplistic
fucking
arguments to
podcasts.
Whitewash
Yes, I
the
suck.
complex problems.
Well, here's
come
the
with
deal.
I thought you
Bryden
were gonna do
Proctor.
one last
will be
thing.
You
in
can see
America.
him at.
So if I made
You
a
can-
latest column,
You
I
can
had to write about
find
Larry
him on
Elder.
Twitter
Okay.
at World's
Erica
Greatest
Smith.
Comic.
And
We thank him so much.
they don't show the
for the
ratio. You
time.
can see it
Hey,
on,
Bryden Proctor on the Power 92
the
radio.
phone that there's like
No.
700 replies here.
All right. I mean,
there's
it's been
quite,
just a fantastic
quite a
time, and
ratio
we'll see you
here with
tomorrow.
this
Let's
idiot.
hope that traffic is not too bad
Look at
and the
Erica's
rain doesn't get you. You know it's gonna rain over
Columnist
there,
for LA
Slappy
Times.
Doo, right?
Former
We are
columnist
loitering
and
on the-
editorial
loitering
writer
on
for
the
Sac
edge,
B
ladies
News
and
and
gentlemen.
D-Star, Ohio and Byworth.
Oh,
Fuck all
my
this shit.
goodness.
You
Sure.
fucking people.
The thing here and whatever this is.
Yeah, no, I
The
mean, if you're
rainbow
listening
flag,
to this,
of
you can
course.
just go to hell.
Rainbow flag.
Huh?
So you're just a soldier.
No, I hate
Are
everybody
you?
that listens to
You're
stuff.
just a soldier. You
You should.
Your
Yeah, I gotta go
job
eat food. I gotta go eat
toward
food.
Peace
Fuck
out.
it. But
because of course you did.
all right,
There
goodbye.
you are.
Bye.
Yeah.
All
you're
right,
just
so now we're not
riding a
live.
stupid
But yeah, no,
train.
that's a serious thing, dude. Like,
You're just a
if you're
soldier,
on
aren't you?
YouTube,
This
the
is your
hour
job
people
in
will listen to.
global
If they see a
hobo.
3-hour
You're
thing,
doing
they're not
your
gonna
work,
listen
aren't
to
you?
it.
Totally.
This is what you're doing. So let's read this.
Like
Filth.
they're like, it's too much. But if you
This
upload it to your
fucking
RSS
filth.
and you're like, oh, it's 3 hours, they'll listen to that in their car.
It's
This is a
unbelievable
MP3 that they
crap.
downloaded or something
we
they
got
got
here.
from their deal. But yeah,
Call 'em.
3-hour YouTube videos,
Larry
people
Elder
do not
is
listen
the
to those.
black capital B face of white supremacy.